Steinbeck was arguably one of the most influential American writers to have lived. He wrote many influential books that still impact America today. He wrote The Grapes of Wrath and Of Mice and Men, and it still impacts the way that we view film and literature that's written in America today. He also happens to be my favorite author, and ever since I read Travels with Charlie and Search of America, I have wanted to visit Montana. In Travels with Charlie, he writes about going across America with his dog Charlie in his truck, and he stayed in all the different states, but his favorite was Montana. He detailed many places, yet Montana was truly special to him. He said, "I'm in love with Montana. For other states, I have admiration, respect, recognition, and even some affection, but with Montana, it is love." He goes on to say in the same paragraph, "It seems to me that Montana is a great splash of grandeur." This quotation by my favorite author, as well as reading about his experience in Montana, has inspired in me a desire to visit that has held on to me for years. In Travels with Charlie, Steinbeck details the beautiful nature in Montana, and in researching, I have found 3 places that I would like to visit. The first is going to the Sun Road. It's located in Glacier National Park, and it's about a 50-mile stretch of road of just beautiful scenery. There's lots of different terrain. You can see here is kind of like there's mountains, cliffs, you can see lots of different types of trees, you can see water and waterfalls at some point, and there's also a lot of different wildlife. You can see mountain goats, wild sheep, and even bears sometimes. When driven from start to finish, it takes about 2 hours to drive, according to the official National Park Service's website. A woman named Brianna, who's a blogger, she drove going to the Sun Road with her family, and she called it one scary but amazing drive. I think this drive is the ideal vacation because I love to drive even here in Ohio, and I think driving this road would just be very beautiful. Although the drive can be enjoyed from the car alone, it's also fun to stop along the way. One of the places that you can stop is at Logan's Pass, which is the highest place of elevation on the drive. You can stop there, and there's hiking around, and you can also have a picnic there, and there's a couple different things that you can do. Going to the Sun Road is a perfect place to visit to allow nature to be seen and also to spend quality time with the people in your car. While this road is a nature experience that you can get from your car, another great place to visit in Montana is Flathead Lake. Flathead Lake Convention Center and Visitor Bureau describes the lake as the largest natural freshwater lake west of the Mississippi. It is 28 miles long and up to 15 miles wide, providing 188 miles of pure pleasure. There's lots of different things to do here. You can see that it's truly beautiful, but other than just admiring the scenery, you can go fishing for trout, yellow perch, or whitefish. And there are also multiple boating opportunities. You can go kayaking or cruising. And there's also the Flathead Lake State Park where you can do different recreational activities and you can camp. Another big thing to do around Flathead Lake is picking cherries. Cherries are a big traditional fruit in Montana. And in mid-July, you can go to the Polson Main Street Flathead Cherry Festival, and it's a big celebration of the harvest of cherries there. Flathead Lake is a beautiful place to visit to experience the peace and the beautiful lake scenery and the calm water. But if somehow that's not enough and you want to see other than the natural beauties of Montana, you could also visit an ongoing project in Arley, Montana. The Garden of 1,000 Buddhas is a beautiful garden, and it's meant to celebrate Buddhist culture. It's halfway done, and it currently has about 500 of these completed Buddha statues. It's a community effort, and it's done mostly by volunteers. So I just think it'd be cool to visit and see all the people working on it. It is also near Glacier National Park, so you can visit the Garden of 1,000 Buddhas when you going to the Sun Road. And even though I'm not a Buddhist, I think it would be interesting to see this. According to the Iwam International, which is the representative site for the Tibetan Buddhists, the purpose of the garden is to bring about positive transformation within those who visit in response to the negativity that abounds in the world today. It goes on to say that the Garden of 1,000 Buddhas instills a lasting impression of wisdom and compassion. Again, I'm not a Buddhist, but I think it'd be cool to visit this site and see if it truly has an impact of positivity and compassion as it claims. Visiting Montana truly has a lot to offer, from driving ranges to national lakes to spiritual sites. Even in researching these places, I can see why Steinbeck fell in love with Montana and the places and beauties that are there. I think that it is such a beautiful place that it would be impossible not to fall in love, as Steinbeck says. Thank you.